Hello, students. Today we're going to continue our conversations about calculating dosages, and today we're focusing on parenteral dosage or medications. They are ones that are injected into the body. Some types of injections are subcutaneous, which are injected just below the skin, intramuscular, which go directly into a muscle, like when you get a flu shot in your shoulder, in that muscular part of your shoulder, or intravenously injected into the vein. The way we calculate are very similar, except I want you to keep in mind that these are things that are injected. So they're going to be liquid, and they're also going to be probably small measurements. If you get a calculation that is a large measurement, maybe you should ask yourself, does that seem right? We're going to do a couple examples together, and then I'm going to have you guys practice the ones on the Google quiz. This example says a doctor orders streptomycin, 500 milligrams IM means intramuscular. The dosage is available for use, contains 1 gram per 2 milliliters. How many milliliters should be injected? So we're going to set this up as this is how it's available to the order by the doctor. So it is available as 1 gram per 2 milliliters. So let's go ahead and write 1 gram for every 2 milliliters. And the doctor orders 500 milligrams, but we don't know how many milliliters that will be. Remember, when we did liquid medicines, we talked about that the liquid itself isn't the medicine. The medicine is ground up and dissolved in that liquid, and that liquid is the vehicle for administration. So the order is for 500 milligrams, but we don't know how many milliliters that would be. One thing that we're always going to make sure that we do is look to make sure that our units match. And here, oops, didn't want to do that. This says grams and this says milligrams. So our units do not match. And we need to do a conversion to make them match. What I suggest doing in this case is taking this 1 gram and turning it into milligrams. Which if we did that, this was taught in a previous lesson, that it would end up being 1,000 milligrams. If you need to go back and look at converting of metric units, that was a couple weeks ago. So now once we match, we can multiply the insides and the outsides just like our regular problems. And we divide both sides by 1,000. And we get x to be 1. And I would like you to always make sure that you put the units 1, it would be 1 milliliter. So whether we are injecting 1 milliliter of medicine. And if we were together, I would try to show you what 1 milliliter looks like. Remember that 30 milliliters are in an ounce. An ounce is one of those little measuring cups that you use to take like NyQuil. There's 30 milliliters in there. So 1 milliliter is very small, and it would make sense for this. So for our patient to get 500 milligrams of medicine, we are going to inject 1 milliliter of the solution. Let's try another one here. The physician orders 75 milligrams of Demerol, intramuscular, Q4H is every 4 hours. PRN is whenever necessary for pain. It is available as 50 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters should be injected? So we go available to order. I'm going to abbreviate it a little bit. It is available as 50 milligrams per 1 milliliter. So you guys see where I'm getting that right here? And the order is for 75 milligrams, but we don't know how many milliliters that's going to be. So we stop at this point and we make sure all of our units match. And since they do, we're going to do outsides and insides. And then we have to divide both sides by 50. And we get X to be 1.5, I believe. So 1.5 milliliters. So in order for our patient to get 75 milligrams of Demerol, we would have to inject 1.5 milliliters of the liquid every 4 hours. This is every 4 hours. And in our coming lessons, we're going to do more with this every 4 hours business later on, but for right now we're just doing straight calculations. So let's do another one together. Well, you know what? We'll pick it off of here. We'll do number 4. This is reading a label, and the label is a little bit difficult to read, but you're looking right here, 2 milliliters and 1 gram. So our question says that the physician orders 250 milligrams of Parenteral, I think. So we go available to order. And the available we're getting off of the label here that says 1 gram for every 2 milliliters. And our order is for 250 milligrams. But we don't know how many milliliters that's going to be. And we're going to stop and pause and make sure that all of our units match. And they do not match because this says gram and this says milligrams. So my advice to you is to change this gram to milligrams. So it would be 1,000 milligrams or in 2 milliliters. Once you got your units to match, you can cross multiply and divide. Actually, insides, sorry, not cross multiply. Insides, outsides, right? So 1,000x is equal to 500. Divide both sides by 1,000. And we get that we are going to put half of a milliliter. And now I want you to remember from a couple lessons ago that mathematically, math class, if we put 0.5 milliliters, that would be okay. Our Sunday school math teacher would tell us that that's okay. But in medical notation, we're always going to put that 0 in the front so that the decimal stands out, remember? So in order for our patient to get 250 milligrams of the medicine, we will have to inject a half of a milliliter of the solution. All right. Because this is very similar to questions that we've already done with medication, I'm going to stop this video here. I would like you to go to the Google quiz, make sure you complete it, hit submit, If you have any questions, you can email me at cjones@ictc.edu. I'm also trying to make myself available on Zoom every day from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. The Zoom link is in the stream for your Google Classroom. If you have any questions, you can pop into the Zoom and we can chat about it. All right. I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. All right. Thank you. Bye.